Hey guys, so you're going to notice you've seen this little handle in a lot of my videos sucking up dust off of my board. It is a shop vac handle off of a shop vac that was dead and defunct, and we have connected it to a Cyclone dust collector. The Wood Whisperer, Mark Spagnola, I think is his name, did a review a long time ago on his channel of a couple of different cyclones for your home shop. And I can't tell you how much I love the Wood Whisperer, everything he does. So after watching his recommendations, and I'm not going to go over a full review of this product, I'm sure you guys have seen a million of them. I'm just here to say a dust collector is worth its weight in gold. My shop vac used to overheat and get so hot with these long cuts and some of these projects. Even just coming on and constantly flipping it on and off, I was just really beating up my shop vac, and the particulate dust that comes off of some of these projects is so fine that it really clogs up the filter in my shop vac. I just have a paper, the little jaggedy paper filter, not the bag. And this is in my house, so the noise gets really bad. You know how they get full, they get louder. So I got the Dust Deputy dust collector, and I was lucky enough that, this has actually been sitting in my shop for a couple of months, and I just haven't had the time or the inclination to sit and do a video about it. I was lucky. My father assembled this for me when I was at work one weekend. We ordered it off of Amazon. Would completely buy this over and over again if I ever break this one. I know the plastic one has a history of if it tips over and it breaks, you're out of luck. Would completely buy this a dozen times. There is a metal one, and I didn't really read the reviews on the metal one because I couldn't afford it at the time. I may upgrade to a metal one if I ever destroy or break this one by tipping it over. Right now it's in a house with carpeting. Yeah, that's right. My CNC machine's in a carpeted room. I'm going to show you the machine here in a minute. You'll see the carpet. But this little handle is nice because it's got this little piece down here. I know I could build a handle for it. Clamps down. I'm using one of those little quick ratchet clamps, which I apparently don't see here. A quick ratchet clamp and a little block of wood, and it just sits and clamps down, and I can point it to wherever I want on the board. And I try to point it or keep the tip where at no point will the machine ever hit it. So far enough away from the project, if you've used one of these, you know it throws the dust very well, very far from the board. So yeah, this has been my new thing, and I've just absolutely loved it. I also have a box fan with a furnace filter sitting here to pick up more of the dust. I can now go from running the shop vac for 5 minutes before it starts to overheat. I can run the shop vac for 20, 30, 40 minutes. And it makes a tone change, which tells me that it's getting hot or it's starting to have problems. But I can run it from 5 minutes. Now I can run it for up to 40 minutes on some of these longer cuts. And just a world of difference. Complete world of difference. Suction is better the whole time. I have yet to lose suction on it. I do get a little bit of particulate dust going through because it's the CNC and it's getting really fine dust, which would be the same. Alright guys, there it is. That's the Dust Deputy. Wow. Different camera, you can actually see the dust particles floating in the air. Sorry. You can see how full it is. That's about a week's worth of cutting. It's probably about maybe 4 or 5 inches. We did go ahead and put the recommended piece of plywood on the bottom, bolted it all on. Like I said, my father put this together for me while I was at work one weekend. Epoxied the bottom to it. We did find a bucket that's a little bit bigger than a 5-gallon, which is really nice. Just beautiful little machine. I'm pretty sure this will void some sort of a warranty on it. But the hose didn't fit over the little friction gap thing. So we put a coupler on there. My dad figured this out. Put a coupler on to attach that narrower hose, which doesn't affect the suction at all. I'm surprised. With the narrower hose, no problem with suction. I have taken it out and used it in my shop out in the garage to clean up before winter, to make sure that, you know, all the sawdust didn't turn to a mess out there, and to clean it up before winter set in. I've used it on a couple of my drum sander. Beautiful on the drum sander. It's amazing how much this thing sucks out of it, and got it really nice to use the drum sander, because I don't have any kind of dust collection out there for it. And I only have one shop vac, so the big dust collector that you see once in a while in the videos when we're milling lumber, that's at my dad's shop, so it's not even here for me to use. This is just a nice little portable one. It's great. I love it. I am looking for a smaller shop vac that I can build a box around and put these in the same piece and kind of make a little a one unit piece out of it, so I can move it around, maybe put wheels on it. I know that Dust Deputy has a couple of different things that you can add wheels and all kinds of cool stuff. I'm a maker. I got to make my own. So you guys just watched or I just finished the video for the magnanimous fail on that trivet. Lots of dust to pick up from that. You guys have seen them run. You know what they look like. Go ahead, go check out the other videos on my page, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. Go see how many times you can spot the handle for the dust collector before I ever told you about it. I think it'll go back to mid-summer, late summer. I think it was somewhere around loofah harvest we got it, and that's why I never did the video. I got really busy. And then it got really dusty, and who wants to show off the dusty stuff? Alright guys, have a great week. Remember, like, subscribe. Talk to you later.